How you guys doing today? This is Darius from Down on the TV. Welcome to the channel. So today I wanted to go over a video I saw on Twitter where a very attractive little snow bunny, she basically was complaining about that men are afraid to approach women in 2024. And it's true, in the modern times, most men are afraid to approach women, and it's due to a multitude of reasons. Social media is one, and another thing too, the legal system. That's the quiet part. The legal system, because women say they want men to approach them, but there's a caveat to it. See, women are never direct and truly what they want. They give you indirect subliminals. There's a caveat to it. Women want attractive men that they find attractive to approach them only. They don't want average guys approaching them. They want the top 2% of men to approach them, because women only find 2% of men on earth physically attractive. They did a survey on that, but let's get to the grease and see and break down what she's talking about.
So I want to talk about why men of this generation are scared of women. And I think it has to do with a bunch of reasons, and I'm going to go into it. But number one, dating apps has made it so that men do not have to risk anything to go on a date with women. Back in the day, you used to have to at least go to a bar and risk rejection in front of your friends or embarrassment or...
The majority of women don't go to bars anymore. I went to a bar with a friend in downtown Dallas, and it was majority guys. It was like 90% guys and only 10% women. And the women that were there, they either they're with their boyfriends or they're with a group of friends. There weren't a lot of single women in bars and clubs anymore. Majority of women stay at home and they get their attention through social media, which is the funny part. So a lot of guys can't really approach women at the bars because there aren't that many there. And the ones that are there are bombarded with so many simps staring at them that a lot of guys just don't see the point in trying to approach when 20 other guys are trying to get the same one chick that's there.
Or any sort of thing like that. Now it's just guaranteed men can go on an app and just swipe, and if you match with them, they know that you at least have interest in them, so there's literally no risk. Second, I think that people
in dating apps is the same thing. Only 25% of women are on dating apps. Most dating apps, Bumble, Hinge, Tinder, 75% of them are men, and only 24% of them are women. So funny enough, most men do not get any matches on dating apps. So that's incorrect too.
having phones and girls always recording things definitely scares men, because they always think that like a girl is going to record them and call them a creep. Men are so terrified of being called creeps. I think it's like one of the things that
Yes, because if a woman can accuse you of assault, harassment, if she feels uncomfortable. Imagine if you approach a chick at the gym. If she feels uncomfortable, women are cowards. They do passive aggressive things. They make decisions in their mind and go behind your back. So women can report you to the front desk staff at the gym and accuse you of harassment and then get you kicked out the gym and embarrass you. So a lot of guys don't want to take those risks because the risk isn't worth the reward, because most times chicks will report you. You can't read their mind, and women only want attractive men to approach them. Men don't know what women find attractive. So like I said, taking that risk is not worth it when the social repercussions are too strong here in the West.
they fear the most. They never want to be that creepy guy, and now in this generation everything's recorded and put on TikTok, so they're scared about that. And the third reason I think men are scared of women is because they just don't have motivation due to pornography and things like that to even go on dates, and they're so scared of being like called a creep or getting like accused of something that it's easier for them to just stay inside. I'm not saying this is an excuse, and men
80% of Gen Z, the younger generation, the generation after me, 80% of the men are still virgins. The men, the women, they're obviously they're not. Most men use porn because they can't get a woman. Guys don't want to use porn if they don't have to, but they have to use porn because they can't get women. They can't get dates because they tried dating apps, no matches, and majority of women are not approachable. Most Western women have natural bitch face, and they're not approachable. And if she rejects you, and if she feels uncomfortable, she can report you. So men don't want to take that risk. It's too great. They don't want to get falsely accused of assault or sexual harassment. So they don't approach at work. They don't approach at the gym. They can't approach at the bar because there's too many guys and not enough women, not enough single women. So the only venue that they have to release themselves, because men have extreme high sex drive, is to use porn. Porn is the only thing that's keeping men from destroying the system. If people talk about banning porn, if they ban porn, all the young, frustrated, sexually frustrated men would destroy the system. Rightfully so, because it's unequal and unbalanced. So porn is the only thing that's keeping everything from collapsing, from the young men from just burning everything down. Because in human history, when not enough guys are not getting enough sex or not getting married, they overthrow the system. So porn is a tool to basically subdue men and keep them sedated enough so they don't destroy the system, because they're being screwed over, because only the top 10% of men are getting all the women like her, and the bottom 90% are dry, or they have fat, ugly wives that don't give them sex. So it's a miserable situation, and they're put on child support and alimony.
You need to get out there and get over this, but I'm just explaining why I feel like men truly are scared of women in this generation.
So that was a quick take on that. What she's not telling you is she's looking at it from the perspective of men that she finds attractive, who are the top 5% of men. She's not the bottom 90% of men she sees as invisible. She wants only the top 10% of men to approach her. She's not talking about the average guys that she doesn't even look at. So women in this day and age, women have a very privileged position because they have all the authority in the family, the legal system, everywhere. Most men are lonely, dry. They can't get no woman, no pussy, unfortunately. So men aren't afraid of women because of women themselves. They're afraid of the legal system, that if they aren't that woman's type, there are social and legal consequences if you get it wrong. But anyways, I just wanted to come in real quick and break this down. Like I said, it's a sad day. This system is very broken and it's not balanced. So the only men who are prospering are these athletes, entertainers, the top 1-2% of guys. And the average guy, either he's with a fat, ugly wife, he doesn't have any authority or say in his household, but he still has to bear all the responsibilities. So a lot of guys are seeing that their fathers get emasculated, so they just check out. Like in Japan, laying flat movement in China, where a lot of these guys cannot compete. These women have exorbitant requests in order for you to even date them and be with them. Having a house paid off, having this, having that. So a lot of the guys in Asia are like, man, I'm lying flat, I give up. I'm gonna have a sex doll and call it a day. Now here in the States, some lucky men who can make money online or who have a retirement account, they just go overseas and get them a wife or girlfriend overseas, which is actually pretty smart because the dollar is pretty strong. And you can live in these third world, second world countries where you can live very good. You're not paying no $3,000, $5,000, $7,000 rent. And you got a woman that's obedient, submissive, and she treats you good. But anyways, this is Darius from Down on TV. Please like, click, and subscribe. I'm out.